Just one sec, my headphone's acting up. And is making an ungodly noise. It's always weird when you get weird background noise. Oh, I'm gonna pull that out for a few minutes. The elections are at the end of the week, right? Will Shido gonna win anyway? Yeah, I hope not. I'm glad you guys aren't hearing this because that's an ungodly sound. Not that I'm asking your opinion on the election. No matter what cause was, the election is heading in the right direction. Before we knew it, Shido had everyone in his palm of his hand, deceiving people so well that they don't even realize it's just how influential is Shido. Can I bother you? Can I bother you for a moment? It's about the new president, Taka-san. I'd like to hear your opinion on it. Are you free today? One sec. Sneezing. An annoyance. Bothering you at this time, but I hesitate to speak with anyone else about this issue. Well, our bond is going to grow stronger, so we will most likely do that one. But I just want to see what else is happening in the world. Yusuke needs to get his higher. Haru. Alright, so it's Yusuke and Haru, so... Actually, you know what? I am going to skip Yusuke, I'm just going to work on Haru, because she's almost... Not almost done, but almost up to belt 5. This is where I kind of want everybody to be, at least if I end there. I'll feel like I've accomplished most of the task. So, thank you. Let's meet at the Big Bang Burger and Shibuya then. We can take a drink, coffee at the same time. She's becoming more obsessed with coffee, which is kind of interesting. I'm looking into Tosan, but I didn't manage to find very much beyond those initial rumors. Several people I asked said that he often complains about my father, but just as many seem to say the exact opposite. One said has been deceived me correct? I honestly suspicious of everyone at this point. Trust who you want to trust. Somebody's telling the truth. Trust no one. I don't think saying trust nobody trust no one is a good mentality. And just picking the people you want to believe in is also not a good mentality. So we're going to go with somebody's telling the truth. Yes. I can see if there are two contradicting stories, one of them has to be right. I suppose I just have to learn the truth of the matter myself.
To be honest,
Taka-san has been pushing the marriage particularly hard lately. He says it'll help provide vital backup for myself, and Korma Foods, both in the public and private. He's even started asking Shibuya-san into important company meetings. There's also a contract Shimigan-san made with my father. Is marrying him my only option? Though, now that I think about it, that may be the best chance to help the employees my father left behind. Are you really considering this? You can't just give in. There has to be another way. There has to be another way. You're right. Perhaps I shouldn't give up so easily. Either way, graduation is quickly approaching. I'll need to decide my course of action soon enough. You know, before you came along, I hadn't even considered not going through with this marriage. I believe I would simply marry the man my father had chosen and let the rest of my life pass by me. Or pass me by. I wonder what would happen if my father didn't have a palace. Would I have just resigned myself to the fate he had made for me? That doesn't matter now. You didn't have a choice. I don't think so. It doesn't matter now.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. I should look forward to the future instead of thinking back on the past. Honestly, though, things would have been far worse for me if I hadn't joined the Band of Thieves. Plus, I would have never have had anyone to talk to like this. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, please tell me. I want to help you as much as I can. Yay! Increase your total vegetable yield in a single harvest.
All right.
So I hope someday I can just look out at the sea with a nice cup of coffee and forget about all of this. And I hope you'll be there with me, Aramakun. We can farango the elephants through, though. Don't worry. Forgo. Oh, that's how you spell that one. Never seen it. Interesting. A little further down the road.
Ah, you're back.
Another box came for you. Ooh. If nobody messages me. Oh, there it is. Church today. I'll play Shogi as usual. Lesson. Oops, wrong button. Let's go here. So I'm gonna go see if I can boost her. If I can't boost her, then I am going to go have a bath.
What shall we do?
That's actually a question. Let's do the star. Let's try to get these last two, because I think I got about another couple weeks after this.
Here we go.
Too, so. Your feelings should have reached the other person.
What do you think?
Yep. Damn. No, did not work. So. Let's go here, and let's go to the bathhouse. Oh, that's what we should also do.
Okay. Hi.
We're here to do that.
Oh.
Let's see if we can get our charisma up. Came out of there looking really refreshed. His medical baths must be quite effective. Oh, and smell good too. Look great. Nice. And we maxed out charisma. So now all we have left is guts.
Wanna head back?
which is awesome. Because it means if we go to New Game Plus, we'll have at least those stats. Waiting here for you. Alright, see you later.
Nice.
Plans for today. No one race to do. I feel kind of restless. Decide later. Mako, I speak with you, Eiko again. This is a tough time for you. I feel my bond will grow stronger soon. Alright, decide later. And Ryuji. Kodo. Alright. So, I have stuff I want to do at night, so let's go do that right now. Because we already know we can do it. Thank you, I'll be waiting. So what are we going to do? Let's meet up with Makoto. Alright. Don't want to run into anyone from Shuya County. Let's just head as discreet as possible. Is the world getting truly becoming a better place now? It still doesn't feel quite real to me.
Actually,
Oh, so I spoke to Echo and she said her boyfriend was okay with double dating idea. She asked me to show her a picture, though. Apparently, she thinks you look like a little lame. Yes. She told me that the boyfriend is in the same league as Taka-san. But I think she'll change her mind once she sees you in
do
person.
you have time to spend with
Don't worry, I'll back you up. Prove me a current charisma. Should I ask Makoto's boyfriend and go to Echo? I feel like my bond with him is stronger. Nobody thinks you're alive. Yeah, well, let's go ruin that completely.
Shall we go?
Sinner mentioned before. Yo, my name is Takase. I heard all about you two from Echo. So I heard you're the student council pres, Moto-chan. I totally wish I could be one of your council members.
Oh,
Yes, I'm totally. Well, Glasses over there. Is your boyfriend, yeah? Yeah. Huh. Looks like you guys don't get along too good, though. It's like your love level's rock bottom. Are you seriously dating? We just started. We're fighting right now. Love comes in many forms. Love comes in many forms. Right, he doesn't really like it when I get all clingy with him. Oh, I got it. You just don't got any affection compared to us. Hey babe, did you do something special today? I don't remember you looking this sexy. Oh, Takeshi. Sorry, I have to use the bathroom. Later, little bird. There's something I'd like to ask you. Are you serious about pursuing the relationship with Echo? Ah, I was wondering when our honor student was going to show her true colors. That reminds me, Echo said you were really pumped about getting to know me. Why is that, huh? I just wanted to make sure you're good for her. Damn, girl, you really care about your friends. Good stuff. I always said friends are, like, super important and shit. Speaking of which, a friend of mine, GF, is totally a friend of mine. How about you tell me your digits? Huh? What's wrong? Come on, give me your number. Don't be so pushy. Back off. Here, have my number instead. Here, have Have my number instead. Nobody asked you your glasses, Goon. Anyways, Echo already gave me your smoke-a-chan. We good. I do have one more question to ask. You're not going to bring Echo to your club, are you? What do you suspect me? I wouldn't dream of it. It's a damn shame people think us honest just to flirting. But my love with Echo is pure as snow. Don't twist the story. Huh? Is something wrong? Oh, I was just getting to know your little friends here, honey. Well, I should get going. I've got to be at work soon. Ah, me too. Bye. I hope he's not tricking her. But no matter what I might think I still don't have any proof. And above all, Echo seems really happy. And I just get in the way of their happiness. No, you're being considerate. You worry too much. Probably a little. No, you're being considerate. I suppose so. I mean, I really am worried about Echo here. In the end, I know this is just a hunch, but my father always stressed how important it is to trust a hunch. It seems Honest has sent me something. What? Is this supposed to be a saying? It's full of emojis. It's me, Tezu's, heart emoji. I know we just met, but I could wait to phone emoji. I'm so happy to be friends with you, Mako. See, clap emoji, clapping emoji, hot spring emoji. That was barely a coherent sentence, but I need to get used to that if I'm going to help Echo. By the way, I'm glad you were here with me. I would have really panicked had I been alone. Honestly, despite how immature I can be sometimes.
Thank you very much.
But I'm working through that with your help, so thank you. I guess that's stress me. Chance to cure status element inflicted upon a party member. Cool.
Alright.
Move that up a notch.
Shall we go?
Should get going to. Let's know if anything else comes up.
Alright then.
So we either are going to talk to somebody or do burgers. So it really depends on what happens next.
You're back.
It's saying how popular Shido's, unless he confesses there's no way he's going to change. They just believe everything Shido spoon-fed him. In that case, it wasn't a mistake for us to change his heart. I mean, we made the best possible choice, didn't we? Assuming the change of heart is successful. Indeed, there may be truly no better way to go about it. Still, the current status of things is somewhat concerning. I'm still worried. Let's have faith. We need the backup plan. Let's have faith. It sucks really bad that we can't do anything more than that. I guess there's nothing we can really do until election day. 5 days. Kind of said it really stuck in my head for some reason. So I've been thinking over a lot of things. Do you have time today? I want to tell you something. So his bond will grow stronger soon. Actually, this will just tell me what...
Leave it to me.
You know what? This is another 10. Let's go. Another one off our list. Okay, let's take our time and take a Fark. I'll be waiting.
You know, I've been thinking about what Akiyama-kun said to me. How I've changed. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to run away back when I saved him. So, I was thinking why that may have been.
Did you find your answer? Were you scared stiff? Did you find your answer?
Honestly, I was pretty desperate at the time, so I don't remember much. But in the back of my head, I was thinking what you would do in that situation. I mean, you put yourself in a line to stop Kamoshida, and probably other villains too. So, I thought there had to be something I could do myself.
That was courageous. But you were afraid. That was courageous. And you're always going to be afraid.
I was only acting out of fear, though. You know, I've always wanted to change. I wanted to go from a dull nobody everyone messes with to the famous world-renowned hero. But you helped me realize something important. Heroes aren't heroes because they're famous. It's because they fight for other people. Looking back on it, what I really wanted to change was the weak me. The me on the volleyball team who let wrongdoing go unpunished, even though I knew it was unjust. The cowardly me who looked the other way when people I knew were in need of help. Tell me the truth. I only changed because you stole my heart, right?
I didn't do anything. Nobody stole your heart. You changed yourself. Nobody stole your heart.
Huh?
You mean...
You mean I didn't have a change of heart? What? No, it really was you. You changed my heart. All this time, I've been looking up to the Phantom Thieves, pretending to be a collaborator, and now I'm finally able to stop pretending. Truth be told, I had given up. I accepted that I was a zero, that my existence was meaningless, but I've learned. I may not be able to change the world, but I can change myself. Whether I sulk about my inability to do anything, or hang my head high and look to the future, my perception shapes the boundaries of my world. It all comes down to what's inside my heart. I might still mess up every so often, but as long as you're here, I'll be able to stand up again. So, I may not be the best person around. You can feel free to rely on me at least sometimes. And no matter what the world says, I'll be rooting for you. Just like you were for me.
And another one bites the dust.
Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the moon, granting thee infinite power.
Backup members to earn the same XP as current party members.
Alright.
Oh, that's definitely going to be useful when I do New Game Plus. Make sure I actually get that sooner than I did.
I'm going to find you an awesome request. That's all I can really do for you right now. But I'm working on that documentary too. I even plan on making it into a book someday. I bet anyone who reads about the Phantom Thieves would find the hidden courage within themselves. Maybe that means I can use that book to change people's hearts.
I'm sure you will. Make it a bestseller. You have to write it first. Make it a bestseller.
All right, I'm on it. Oh, but before that, I'm hungry. Come on, let's grab a bite to eat on the way home. Maybe a buffet? Wait, no, we should save that for after I get all my book royalties. You better be looking forward to it.
You always need a certain amount of arrogance when writing. So, that's another 10. Should have attempt to pull us reassuring new economy. He's really the only option we have. I really hope he succeeds and not scumbag to slander. The election may very well be a historical turning point for the nation. We should feel lucky to be able to witness such a historical event. So as for Shido, is as strong as ever. I am astonished he is able to deceive this many people. Mardonia has Shroud con artist, but Shido is on an entirely different level. But this Shroud will come to a halt soon. Once we've unveiled the truth, the good people of Tokyo will rally together against the tyrant. Until then, I must be patient. He's definitely a monologuer. What you up to? Already you doing right now? I just have a way to down drive. Should be a... Alrighty. Oops, wrong button. And to hit that one. How are we doing? 9, 9, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 9, 8. Alright. Oops. That one. I guess we will go here. Go to the arcade. And we'll just go hang out.
Yo.
So we finally beat Shudo. I guess it ain't over till he actually confesses stuff, huh?
Hey.
What do you want to think of training a bit? I'm going to get rusty if we don't keep ourselves active. Feel a little closer. I don't think we're bound yet. Nobody thinks you're alive, but I hang out.
Yo.
Yeah, what do you want to do today? Let's have some fun. Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you go? I think probably pick somewhere with good food if it's up to me. Cancel that. So. Ramen shop. No, let's go here. Oh, you want to go to the Mojo shop? Let's make some tasty memories, dude.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. And I hope your order comes out soon. My stomach's totally ready to go, teasing us with the delicious smell waffling here. Just to make sure you don't wolf it down too fast and burn the inside of your mouth. I can say the same to you. Want to see who can eat more? Burns make it taste better. Want to see who can eat more? Haha, bring it on. You're gonna regret going up against my stomach though. We'll start right when the Mojin gets here, and of course, cooking it is part of the contest too. Oh, our waitress is coming over. I can't eat it anymore. You ain't bad, Aramor. I guess we tied. Well, I'm totally gonna win next time. You better remind us of that. I gotta say, man, food tastes great when it's with you. Thanks for asking me out here. My bond will grow deeper soon. Yes.
Ah, you're back.
Those don't choose Shudo are Japanese. What do you say? Those are the comments I've heard throughout the city. It's like the online too. Everyone's saying the same thing. They don't make any sense. The enthusiasm public has metamorphosed into a blind faith. It may have been blessing in disguise that not much is known about your suicide report. Probably. Why did you say that? Probably. Who knows what they would have done to Aramakun if they realized he was still alive. At that point, even the smallest stimulation could be a huge problem. The country like a big balloon that has way too much air inside. That shit's crazy. Everyone's completely lost it. It's almost like they're worshipping Shido at this point. It's quite airy. Makoto has right. I have a bad feeling about all of this. You're especially in danger, Armor. Be careful. If it happens, it happens, I guess. But a lesson today. I'm playing Shigo, so I go to church. Decide later. Doors open. There's interesting. Alright, let's head up here. Since she's the only one out, we will try and use the fortune teller to boost hers.
What shall we do?
5,000 yen.
Here we go.
Your feeling should have reached the other person. Well, that's what I hope today.
What do you think?
So it's not showing up, so I'm going to go talk to her anyways and see if maybe it doesn't show up like the other ones.
Good evening.
In movies, there's a set of principle for Victoria. You always seek to make the best move possible. Who's going to be on the other side? Just saying the same thing. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go up. So,
I see.
what are we going to do? We are going to go work on our guts. Because if we could get that up at least, then it's part of a win. For this part of the game. Order takeout, take the challenge. Plus, if we get more burgers, then we're doing great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the Big Bang Burger Challenge. Your opponent, once again, is ready and waiting for you. Houseman's Tower Burger is scourging when overwhelming me, no matter how many times I see it.
Now then.
Alright. Well, let's let this go. 10 more burgers! Woohoo! No.
Alright.
Not there quite there yet. So I'm gonna give myself basically 2 days. So we'll go to Mementos one day, and then I'll come and do other things. Mostly just in case there's another Mementos that shows up.
Hey.
Yeah, so today's their last day to do whatever we want. Echo's boyfriend. Something still doesn't seem right to me. Echo's boyfriend. I don't have any proof though. If you have time, I'd like to consult you with the matter. Really sorry I asked you to give you just a minute, but I'm taking to anybody else about these things. Our bond's gonna grow, so decide later. Take a quick look. That's him. Yeah, so let's go do that. Feel like bond will grow stronger soon. See if we can figure out what's going on with this guy. This is great help, thank you. Come to the student council room when you have a chance. You should have no problem getting in through the back gate. President has been sending me lots of texts recent. His days and nights and received due to his work, so he often sends me good morning late at night. Do you think he likes you? Does Echo know about this? I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not sure. I definitely tell Echo if he asked me on a date, but for now things are generally pretty normal. Mostly message like, "How are you, BF? How's your BF? And hope you had a great day today." Do you think the relationship could actually be serious? Was I just biased to think that all he wanted from Echoes were money? Probably a little. You watch too many soap operas, he definitely suspicious. I don't like him, but so I'm gonna say he's definitely suspicious.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a TV show. I'm a lie, honestly, that tricks women in debt, then forces them to sell their bodies. But those kinds of things exist in reality as well. Immoral hostess, human trafficking ring. My father even mentioned to me about gangs of men that look specifically for desperate women in Shizuoka.
It seems...
They take advantage of the loneliness those girls feel from forcing them into horrible abusive situations. Then after ensuring the girl are buried in crippling debt, they make them sell their bodies to pay it off. There are other ways they force girls into it as well. Blackmail, illegal immigration. There are countless victims of schemes like that. Countless gangs as well. My father was going after a particular notorious one when. In that the course of his investigation, he was hit by an erratic truck. The impact killed him instantly. At first, thought it'd be an accident, but at the funeral, I overheard my father's superior advisor speaking with my sister. He was saying my father had likely been assassinated. They suspected that the gang he was investigating hired the driver. Who was their leader? What gang was it? Who's the leader? I don't know. The driver died on impact as well, but apparently they found drugs in his bloodstream. Either way, the gang has been pushed back into the shadows thanks to Shizuoka's cleanup operation. I'm not sure any of that would have happened if not for the incident with my father. That's a horrible story. Was it, though, without him? Tough without him. He was a noble man. Let's look on the brighter side. He was a noble man. He truly was, wasn't he? I wish I could be a little more like him myself. Instead, I've been hesitant. That's actually why my sister became a prosecutor to begin with. She couldn't stand by watching as evil prevailed over justice. That passion undoubtedly came from our father. Our mother passed away many years back, so my father was killed. So when my father was killed, we had to survive on our own. The responsibility, the pressure of all that fell on my sister. Because of that, she can't help but talk down on our father at times. She says death is not different from than surrender.
But...
That's going. I got another one to Max Confidant. I'm just trying to remember. Mishimu, or however you pronounce his name. Got him to 10. So, getting ever so creepingly closer. But, like you said, you're most likely not going to get to there to the end. But I'm still looking up to him. I was often lonely because of how much time he spent at work. How's your night going anyways, Dark Lore? But seeing him tirelessly pursue one case after the next was nothing short of incredible. That was how my father chose to live his life, trying to bring justice and order to the world around him. As Admiral, I'm sure he was happy.
Yes.
Yeah. Come to think of it, there was something he used to say to me all the time. The most important part of your life is how you choose to live it. How have I chosen to live? And more importantly, how do I want to live? Do you have an answer? You can figure that out now. You can figure that out now.
I see.
Now, you're right. I can still change my path going forward. To be honest, I've been determined to follow the path my sister laid for me. That's definitely getting close, especially in New Game Plus. You have to tell me how much harder he is in this fight. After my father's death, I wanted to lighten the burden on her as much as I possibly could. Oh, we were supposed to be talking about Echo here. Sorry for going off topic.
Actually,
You know, I've never actually talked to anyone about my father. It's such a painful memory to look back on. But I feel confident discussing it with you. And beyond that, I think I understand why my life's a bit better now.
thank you very much.
So, thank you. Yay! As you see, null, repel, drain when highlighting a target battle. Nice.
All right.
Oh, I was just meaning the when I fought him in this game, he was a pain in my ass. I was just wondering if he's any harder in the New Game Plus. Because a lot of times they up a lot of the monsters as you go. I was just wondering how well the scaling works. If it's just like playing the game once more, or is it more like playing a harder version of the same game? Maybe I'll skip college and just get married to Takosa instead. As she's choosing how she wants to live her too. As long as she's sure she'll be happy. Oh, another message, huh? You serious? How about Kun? Want to have a double wedding? I'm game if you are. What are you going to say? Refuse her, please. Refuse her, please.
You're right.
Right. We need to make sure she doesn't go and revering a wedding hall for us. I mean, I couldn't even begin to think about marrying at this point in my life. By the way, can you keep pretending to be my boyfriend for a bit longer? That's the best method I've had keeping tabs on Echo and Tashikasi. At any rate, thanks for listening to me today. I'll let you know if anything urgent comes up. Yeah, the only other game I've played New Game Plus on was Dark Souls. So, to kind of give you an idea of what my experience is with New Game Plus.
Ah, you're back.
There's lots to do. Okay. That's good to know.
I should write something.
Actually, I should
I'll
save.
just
I
save
haven't
this.
saved in a bit. Yeah, it's definitely nice to hear that you can still get the strongest personas of the arcanes. So. Ooh. Makes it a little less intimidating to think about starting it up.
What shall we do? we go.
I think I have a lot of images. I'm not 100% sure if it's working. So, give it a shot and then you can always take a look. Your feeling should have reached the other person.
What do you think?
As years later, really died or probably intoxicated, families into infamy. Now let's work with her. I think you're alive at this point. Maybe I should invite her to get much of it. Yeah, sure.
Oh, nice!
You can drink alcohol and see change of making a job. Yeah, I think the last time I was looking at it, it was all accepted. Okay. Thanks. That definitely helps out in making me understand exactly what's going on when you do go on. Manmojo John does great with beer. It sucks that kid like you can't understand that yet. I used to come here with KO a lot, that's why I wanted to eat here recently. I'm selling points of this place is how bizarre the menu is. Okay, what do you want to try next? Mixed ingredients mahjong, cake mahjong, and macaron. I'm kind of curious about that one.
Hey!
Really? Whoa, you're pretty brave. You need a refill on your soda? And let's order some more mahjong. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. Oh, even tried to mackerel. Munja? Yeah. That was a little too strange for me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. Do you have any news information for me? I think we should order one more. Alright, I have something, but... yeah, besides I can't give it anything. The thing that I know that she would want, just can't give it.
Time to go.
Paired ones with a nice hard drink. Well, I guess this should go. Oh, that's kind of cool. any good, especially books on coffee. There isn't anything as delighted as I'd like to look on. It's kind of nice to think that you'll be able to use the benefits, get the benefits of any 10 rank. So, definitely what I'm doing right now will help in New Game Plus. That's good to know. Come to bookstore first, though. Probably check out this. Would you be alright if you helped me look there? I know this isn't any easy time for you, but right is exactly why you should come and do this. She is level 5. Decide later. What's your plan? Only waiting, very funny. People watching hasn't fared too well either. I've been stationed for a while, so let us know something is up. And what are you doing today? Sitting around. Decide later. Yeah, no, I don't want to too many spoilers, but getting an idea of exactly what I'm going to be kind of using. Getting myself into when I start that is always nice. Let's go work on her. Should I? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go do that. Go with her. Because then we can try and get that last 10 rank on that other character. Yeah. The things that you don't really think about when you're in game mode versus what you're actually saying. Let's see, so there are 8 different ways to roast coffee beans, apparently. Light roast is the most acidic. It says here that the type of roast you want should differ depending on how you want to drink your coffee. That's fascinating. You're so studious. Can you make some for me? It's fascinating.
Yes.
It is. I think I'd like to try a hand roast each type someday. I completely agree with you on that one. Part of the reason why I'm thinking about getting her confidence up so we can at least get to that conflict. It is, I think I'd like to try hand roasting each type someday.
To be honest.
You know, Okroma Foods didn't start out as a burger chain. Originally, it was nothing more than a small cafe run by my grandfather. The particular shop closed before I was old enough to appreciate the finer interactions of coffee. But that's where the real origins of our family business lies. I had no idea. That was a surprise I couldn't have guessed. I had no idea. I didn't either. My father only first mentioned it to me a year or two ago. At any rate, after my grandfather passed, the company shut the cafe down due to its steady loss of revenue. He had never cared about turning a profit, though. His only goal was to make people happy. He built a strong community around the calf. He even gave out free meals to those who couldn't afford it. Then the day it closed, people lined up for blocks to give flowers. They really loved that place.
But
I wonder how many people would line up for a Big Bang Burger if it suddenly went out of business. I know we need to do well to keep our employees paid, but I can't help but think we've lost something important. I mean, Taka-san seems to only be focused on profits. At this rate, we'll never lose our black image. You might be right. That would be bad. Black like coffee. Yeah, let's go for it. Huh? Oh, I get it. You're so funny, Aramura-kun. You were trying to cheer me up, weren't you? Thanks for that. Sigh. I think what I really need is to get stronger. I mean, I can act though tough in front of my employees, but you know how weak I am inside.
and
I have a plan though. Before I can really determine who I trust, I first need to know what it means to have others trust in me. So I'm going to get stronger enough for you and the others to rely on me. Yay! One step closer. Yes, a status ailment inflicting upon party members.
All right.
Yeah. But how am I supposed to gain the trust of my employees? Yeah, no, the fact that she wields the axe is mildly intimidating. Let's just say that. I'm not great at public speaking, and even just giving my opinion makes me a little nervous. Haru. Saga-san, what are you doing here? I was just heading home from business engagement when I saw you from my car window. Yeah. Do I know you from somewhere? You're one of those brats from before. This is my friend from school. He's helping me look for some books today. Anyways, we should be getting back to our shopping. Please excuse us. Hold on, Haru. You think you can go on a date with another man and leave your fiancé in the dust? You're not my fiancé. I already said I'm not going to marry you. Oh yeah? And what about the contract I made with your father? Father is no longer here. Besides, marriage is something you go into with your own free will. A contract would never hold the same weight. Thank you very much for the follow, and my boy forever. I'm just gonna call you Anime, if that's alright. If you back out of the deal now, you'll lose everything you own at Okarma Foods. You're enlisted. That's alright. Even so, And what about your employees? Are you really willing to put their jobs on the line for the sake of your selfishness? Besides, this marriage is exactly what Okarma Food needs right now. My father would have no trouble managing your shares or sweeping away your company's tarnished image. That reminds me. Did Takao-san tell you about the wedding hall? He got us a phoenix wing at the Wilton. What? He made a reservation for 10 days this coming spring. After all, the sooner the better. Wait a minute. We'll have to look into our guest schedule as well. There'll be over 300 of them, you know. Taka-san can handle Karma Foods in the meantime. Why don't you go stop by the gym or something, Haru? I mean, if you have time to mess around with a punk, you damn well have the time to get a little thinner. And that's where he would be punched. I'm sorry about that. You don't need to apologize. That guy is horrible. In my opinion... What would be the best answer in this case? Yeah, it was kind of what I was going for. Yeah, if I had been in that actual situation, that would have probably been it. How's your night going anyways, Anime? You're not wrong about that. Use everything, fame, intelligence, manners. The only thing he needs now is a wife he can control. And I guess I'm the perfect target. He's going to get Okurama Foods as well as my entire inheritance, and I totally powerless against him. You're not powerless. Be strong, Haru. Be strong, Haru. You're right. I can't afford to drag myself down with such negativity. Thank you. Anyways, I was hoping I can share with you again some other time. For today, though, I'd rather tired. Would it be okay if we parted here?
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, I was kind of thinking about the manners things, like, he might know how to use cutlery, but I wouldn't call that manners.
Ah, you're back.
Are you free? Have a nice long talk with you. Treat you too, so come over to the bar. Nice, we should go do that. Yeah, Dark Lord, that's kind of along the lines of my thought process with him. There are not many people that get under my skin like that, but he is definitely one of them. But again, commendable writing. They wanted to make somebody you hate. You sure came here a lot to mind. Take a seat.
Huh?
Sorry, I have to take this. Wait, it's just minute.
Yep, replace the previous article. No worries, right? Might as well go all out if we're gonna do this. I'm gonna scrap the others and rewrite them as well. Yep, tomorrow morning then. Sorry, that was the chief.
You two are on good terms? What are you up to? Yeah, you two are on good terms?
He's been great. He's ignoring the higher-ups' orders to help me. I'm doing a special expose on the Phantom Thieves, and the chief's helping me. It's about their origin and the root of the problem they're trying to solve. I think it really captures the spirit of journalism.
You're really earnest in that entertainment. You don't need my info. Is that entertainment?
Making it seem like entertainment while conveying serious news is the beauty of it, no?
True enough. Yeah, true enough. I actually kind of forgot about that until you mentioned it.
We need people to pick the issue up first so we can hit them with the truth. The higher-ups were against it, but this expose has been very popular with our readers. Since we've sold so many copies, there's nothing they can do about it.
Oh,
So,
that's the best.
we're planning to throw in additional articles while we have the chance.
I'm glad to hear that. I'll read the next issue. Oh, read the next issue.
Thanks. I'm still counting on your contributions to help us sell issues, you know. All right! Let's have a victory celebration! Lala-chan, I hope you have some Dom Perignon for us.
I told you last time, we don't have any of that here.
That's what I figured. So, I reserved a bottle at the wine shop.
Okay, I'll go get it for you.
Impressive. Looks like Lala-chan took the hint. I wanted to speak with you. In private.
About what? I'm happy to talk. Yeah, let's not play dumb.
I'll loosen up a bit, will ya? I've been quietly making preparations to write a story about Shido's confidant, too. Going to uncover the truth. I swear to Kaio. Thanks. Again. Whenever I felt like giving up, you encouraged me to keep going. It's all thanks to you that I was able to get this far, Mr. Phantom Thief. The Chief's changed happened exactly the
One
same
sec.
way as those other cases.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Sorry about that. All of a sudden, I had a coughing fit.
And the timing was absolutely perfect. You're the only one who could have orchestrated all that.
It's kind of funny how they just refer you to as the Phantom Thief, but not the leader of the Phantom Thieves. So you knew all along. It's just a coincidence. It's the real Phantom Thief. Yeah, I have no clue what just happened there. Yeah, so you knew all along.
It was so obvious. I'm convinced from all the recent coverage that the Phantom Thieves truly are valiant. Helping the weak, punishing the bad. They actually do all those things. In a sense, you and I have the same objective. We both want to expose the ills of society. So, I won't tell anyone about your true identity. Let's form a united front to fight evil. If it weren't for you, I never would have been able to return to my journalist self. My high schooler source who manipulated information ended up manipulating my heart too.
Yeah, I know. It's just kind of funny because it's like, yeah, you're a Phantom Thief. It's like, yep, you got part of it right. And a manipulating my heart.
I'm gonna return the favor one of these days, alright? Until then, we'll race to see who can expose evil first.
Feel a strong bond with? Oh, yeah. Yes!
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the devil, granting thee infinite power.
Security level will not increase and will drop to 0 overnight. Nice.
All right.
Cha-cha. Shall we get started then? Considering we're already in a celebratory mood. I wonder if you'll make it back home tonight. I'm gonna have you stick around till the very end. I will not accept your refusal.
Oh, her story is fantastic. And her abilities are, like you were saying, but again, at the same point, if that's all you're caring about the confidants, then maybe you should be trying to play a different game, I guess. Oh, I could do Ryuji. Oh, I could do all of them. Wow, there's quite a few people. Yeah, well, apparently I have issues with that occasionally, so I should really not be talking about this being able to stealth. Work on them, or do mementos. Oh, yeah. At least I have the context of the video. That definitely helps at least, 1%. I'm just trying to think how much more time I have in the actual game as a whole, to whether I should do the mementos now and get that one mission done, or should I go continue working on confidants. I think we're going to continue working on confidants. So Ryuji, yeah, let's just work on Ryuji.
Yo.
So we feel best, Cheeto? I guess I did. Yeah, we already had that conversation. Track the team hearing me. Feel Thor. Nice. Yeah, let's go do that.
All right, let's go.
Get him one step closer to being maxed. Yes, I tend to have. Is Yoshida the guy who was running in the election? This is one me. Don't expect it to happen too often, though. Wait. Where's my wallet? Whatever.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I got him to max because I was already thinking about that way near the beginning of the game. I'm like, you meet a politician. He might be important. Oh, by the way, I got a text from Takashi. He said the track team's going to try and ditch Yamachi. They want to start practicing without him. They're trying to get their old coach back too, the one from before Kamoshida. Looks like they finally walking their own path. Are you satisfied now? Not running? Are you satisfied now? I quite enjoyed his actual story too. Yeah, I guess so.
Actually...
Oh, and they asked me to come back to the team. What did you say? Do you have any time for that? Don't do it. Eh, I think that's the type of relationship you have. Dude, I wasn't going to. It felt kind of bad, but that's not where I belong now. Yeah, no, I definitely have noticed that. Too much of my dismay in some cases and pleasure. Yes, it was definitely a great speech. People were talking so much shit about you, but you took it in stride. You just did whatever you thought was cool and didn't care what other people said about you. I think that's why people kind of get pulled towards you, man. Whenever you decide to be, that's where you'll belong. You're right. I never realized that. I never realized that. Seriously? You know, back before I met you, I kept making excuses for why I couldn't fit in. It was always because of someone else. Kamoshida, the track team, hell, I even blamed my dad. I was just such a freaking loser. But I realize now, as long as I'm being myself, I'm always have somewhere I can fit in. It ain't really the same place as before, but it's damn good. I'm just glad I found it. I agree. Be more specific. And where is this place? The last one is just cruel. I agree. Heh. Don't worry, man. There's a place here for you too. Right next to me, or maybe ahead. Somewhere like that. Nice.
All right.
Ain't gonna stop training though. I've still got a long way to go. Someday I'm going to show you speed is so lightning fast you'll never even going to be able to see me. Wait, but if you can't see me, am I really showing you anything? Whatever. I think we've got talking too long. We're all out of emoji. Want to try grilling some toothpicks?
Wanna head back?
To Sir Donald Trump, the two-faced bastard of bigotry, you are arrogant and out of touch with the need of the American people. Your campaign of greed and hate makes you unfit to lead a nation. Thus, we have decided to make you confess all your crimes and expose the coward beneath all that orange from the Phantom Thieves. That's actually really well done. Getting all those different clips of writing would be really annoying to get, though. Oh, by the way, Dark Lore, I have a new mic on its way, which I'm hoping will be a little better than the one I'm using now. Sure, Shadow's change of heart will strike tomorrow, a big day. Sheesh, everything I see is just election, this election, that. Is this some kind of festival? The candidates are working extra hard after all. Voting does take place tomorrow. Still nothing from Shido, huh? Did the bastard just blow the whole thing off? Do you think we should cut into another TV broadcast? Good idea. Let's wait for now. Yeah, no, I was just definitely thinking about it. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a nice headset and all, but if I move or, if I play a fighting game and my breathing increases at any point, it's definitely very audible. So I'm hoping this mic will help a bit. You don't want to stick out too much right now. He'll likely give some kind of speech after the election. And when's that going to be? Assuming it's after the results come in tomorrow night. I can only hope he actually confesses his crimes. So tomorrow's the day. Our job finished. All we can do is sit back and watch. Do you plan on coming to the church today? I'd be playing shogi as usual. If you'd please stop by for lessons. Alright. Yeah. Oh, and Dark Lore? It took me until this session to figure this out. That you can actually view the confidants in the area. So, definitely an interesting dilemma I've caused myself for the longest time.
What shall we do? Here we go.
Your feelings should have reached the other person. I bet you can deepen your friendship even further now. Oh, quick. That's the comment you were making earlier. So when she says that, it means it actually worked. And it actually does show up. That's good to know. That'll be good to know when I do this again.
Good evening.
There are no standing moving. There are no set principles for victory. You're right. Prepare to success match. And so, do you have some time? I'm feeling a bit anxious. Yay, bond is going to increase. Can get that a little higher. Oh man. Nobody knows you're alive. You're going to... Thank you. After I confess, I was scorned by the media. I bet everyone wants me to lose. However, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction I'm going to win with these very hands. Give it your all. Give it all you got. Do you feel confident? You can do it. Give it your all.
Yes.
Well, it's time. I have to go to the venue. You won't be able to go inside the match room, but you can watch over the internet if you'd like.
All right.
Well then, I'm off. It's online broadcast of the match. The announcers are commenting on the gameplay. Is this the end of the road for the phony princess? She's getting pushed back quite a bit. It's only a matter of time now. Alpha's biting her lip. She doesn't seem to be doing so well. Oh, that was a masterful play. Perhaps her skills are as genuine an article. Oh, now that's not good. The next move will surely result in a checkmate. Alpha looks troubled as she's being pushed around the board. She hasn't made a move. I'm thinking Phony Princess real defeat as the headline for our next article. I concede. I was utterly destroyed out there. It was as if an ant had challenged an elephant. A shogi player should know her limit. That was the first time I have ever forfeited a match. I was so ashamed of myself. I didn't want to hurt the Pierces any longer. It was a good effort. You win next time. Your very queenly decision. That's a very queenly decision. You remembered. One must lose with grace, with dignity until the very end, as a queen should. But I confess, I'm confused. I mean, I am disappointed that I lost, but I still feel happy, as if a demon has been purged from me. The moment I realized that the victory was impossible, I felt a strange peace. What's important is what I do from this point on. I played so disgracefully in front of you. Perhaps you can just view it as an example of what not to do, and understand that there are times which require one to forfeit with valor and grace. Bam. So close. Decrease turn delay to 0, allowing you to instantly escape battles.
All right.
Nice. I've been thinking about this for a while. Let's make today our last lesson. Spending time with you has only brought you pain. I was thinking hard. I should be careful about what I say here. So this is goodbye. I want to become stronger. I want to stay by your side. I want to become stronger. Things you say sometimes. Perhaps I should take a lesson from that ambitious nature of yours. If that is what you wish, then perhaps yourself for training will be quite interesting. There may be things I can learn from you as well. I suppose this is a friend rally for both of us as irreplaceably Shogun friends.
Let's go home.
Well then, let's go home. Yay! Ooh. It's election day, the day is upon us. Unfortunately, public opinion hasn't changed at all. Shido will most likely win in the landslide victory. It seems his change of heart will become too late. We'll just have to see what happens. We've done all we can. That reminds me, the video of us declaring war against him never showed up on TV. Seriously? I was wondering about that. The TV stations were probably pressured not to show it. Most likely, I don't think that's something Shido influence alone could have accomplished. The true case of this might exist elsewhere. I don't know, that actually gets it, but all we can do now is wait for a change of heart, yeah? Yep. Let's wait for the election results as well. Did you see the results of the polls? The voters overwhelmingly in favor of Shido, I knew it. Certainly in the match of Shido win. How long are the polls open? I should site are already on the next party leader election. We're really packed. Here are 12 exist polls as you can see. Curious to see the community on the election. He's particularly guaranteed to win, I knew it. Chichizuki had a high voter turnout due to Shido's following. We're reporting live from the National Diet Building. According to the exit polls, voters' turnout was unusually high. Mr. Shido was guaranteed overwhelming support. And it is said that his position is guaranteed. It's almost time for Mr. Shido's policy to become a reality. Ominous quiet.
My election is the result of every citizen's aid. Your support warms my heart.
I knew it was gonna be Shido.
There is no reason to hold an election.
That is why.
That is exactly why. I cannot forgive myself. The reason President Okumura passed away is I am the one who killed him. I also manipulated the information that the Phantom Thieves were behind the series of incidents. The one who controlled the hearts of others and gave rise to the countless victims is myself. It was all for my own promotion. For my own selfish gain.
What's going on?
I've even used people's lives as stepping stones in order to claim this country as my own ship. I am a true criminal that can be tried for any crime, and it still wouldn't be enough. I will confess everything. Please. I beg everyone to pass judgment on me. I could atone for all I've done with my life. I request that I be judged at once.
Yeah, that would be a little bit of a panic thing.
This can't be true! Shido-san!
Hell yeah!
Everyone, raise your glass. Allow me to say a few words. Now then.
He started taking charge. Come now, don't be that way.
Hey, if you're gonna complain, say it to Shido. A legislator's pin's worth almost nothing. Well then. So, since the source of evil Masayoshi Shido has...
I got to avenge my mom. It's all thanks to everyone. I was able to settle a debt in regard to my father as well. We all worked so hard for this. Shido's guilty, right, sis?
It'll be difficult to prosecute him immediately. But I'll do this thoroughly until the causality between his other crimes can be proven. I believe Wakaba-san's research results will save Japan.
We could testify too, you know.
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I don't want to add any more unwanted suspicions on any of you. It's about time you let us adults prove that we can get our act together.
Hey, so what about this guy's education?
I believe it'll be fine for him to return to school. It's true that your face will be recognized among those involved. But I doubt they'll take a firm action like suddenly coming to arrest him. At least they won't do it until the uproar with your suicide and Shido's confession have died down. Eventually, though, the situation where you and I will be used as scapegoats can't be avoided.
You mean in regard to faking his death? That wouldn't have happened to begin with had the police done their job properly.
Of course I plan on doing everything I can. I will protect you all this time. Prosecuting Shido is that first step.
Hey, when are we going to make the toast?
Right. Let's get to it. Today is truly...
Cheers!
Cheers!
No, wait!
Cheers. I need to go. It seems Shido's been transferred to a hospital. Oh, one more thing. It's fine to celebrate, but keep it in moderation, okay?
Considering that he's finally back, all of you need to take your education seriously again.
I saw the conference, but something's not right. Isn't like nobody reacting to it? There haven't been any kind of movement on the forums either. Even the people on TV are just talking about election. Nothing about the Phantom Thieves. Isn't that kind of weird? It bothers me. You think? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Support for the Phantom Thieves didn't even increase after they made their announcement. Anyways, maybe I'll try changing the poll question. It'd be odd asking if they support the Phantom Thieves now that so much has changed. Alright, if I find out what people really think, just wait. I don't really get it, what he's going to ask. Well, let's leave the popularity stuff to Mishima for now. Alrighty. Today's election was a success. Will overlook Shido's new party won by a landslide. However, there are some who support my arguments. The world isn't all bad. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Thank you. The true battle is about to begin, though. Let's both work hard.
I should write something.
Alright. I am going to save and call it a night. Thank you for all watching. It was fun. But it's already way too late. I will be on again tomorrow. The latest will be 7 o'clock, but I'm going to try and get on a little earlier than that. Thanks all who are still here watching, and thanks to everybody who checks us out on YouTube. Have a good night.